range from 400% by John Hopkins economist Steve Hank, and 700% a projection by the International Monetary Fund. According to the IMF, the country's economy shrank 10% last year and is projected to contract an additional 8% in 2016. And Venezuela's currency loses value day by the day. A year ago on the black market, which virtually everyone uses, $1 bought 200 Venezuelan bolivars. Today it buys more than 1,000. Imagine your grocery bill going up 17-fold.
That's hyperinflation right there. And that's what the IMF banks do. They come in that country basically to have them indebted so they can take full control, man.
Right, and going back to when Hugo Chavez was in power, man, wasn't none of this shit going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Venezuela was good even during the time of Katrina. He offered America oil, especially the Jake neighborhoods, man. You know, when they was claiming, you know, it was shit wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? That during Katrina, Hugo Chavez offered America the oil to help the different so-called black Hispanic neighborhoods, man. They wouldn't accept it, man. You know, but it say that would come out to something like a loaf of bread for $32. You got that on Revelation. A dozen of eggs for $18, a pound of coffee for $85. This tries to capture the reality of Venezuela. I read a little more understood that. Now, let's say the situation is critical. Ramos said we need flour and rice and coffee. Right now, we have no food for lunch. Crude oil prices have crashed, and so has normal life. Around 20 people lined up in front of the store, but 200 more have been shooed around to the back alley, ostensibly to hide the crisis.
Dang.
Man. So. Read a little more on the article. If they don't find rice here, they'll buy a bag at a place where they know it's available, the black market. The price is steep. A 1.6 pound bag of rice costs the equivalent of 2 days of pay. Get that in on Revelation. A large can of milk costs 1 full week's salary. Man, so hey, but when this shit hit America, man, it's gonna be 1,000 times. It's gonna be 100 times worse, man. You know, it's gonna be 100 times worse, man. Cause the Lord said how much more America has deliciously lived, torment and sorrow bring upon her, man. So it's gonna hit America way harder than it's hitting them, man. You know, you got that up in Revelation 6.
Yeah. All right, Revelation. Start at the top.
Yeah, you start at the top.
Okay. Revelation 6:1. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard as it were the noise of thunder, one of the 4 beasts saying, "Come and see." Verse 2. And I saw and behold a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering.
All right, they represent whom the world knows Jesus Christ, man, which his true name is Yahweh. Go ahead.
And he went forth conquering and to conquer.
Right, cause when he come back this time, he coming to conquer, man. He ain't coming as that lamb to die for the elect of his people, man. You know, he ain't coming for that this time. He coming for war this time, man. The Lord said if it was his kingdom, his servants are gonna fight. So it's time to get down, man. You know, in this war that's finna take place, man. This the war between good and the evil, man. And ain't nobody exempt, man. You know. Go ahead, bro.
All right, verse 5. And we had opened a third seal. I heard the third beast say, "Come and see." And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand.
Right, which that pair of balances represents scales, man. Just like all the food is weighed, and that's how it's sold, man. That's why you see it's a pound of this, a pound of that, and then it's the price. Just like I said, a 1.6 pound bag of rice for a day's wages. Then say a can of milk For a large can of milk costs 1 week's full salary. Go ahead, bro. Right, so them basins represents the scales, man. Right. Go ahead.
All right. Verse 6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny.
Come, a measure of wheat for a penny, which a penny back then is called a denarius, which that was a day's wages, man. You know, that was a Roman that was basically the Roman currency back then, man. But that penny, that denarius, was worth a day's wages back then, man. Go ahead.
And 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. Right,
so 3 measures of barley and wheat. That's what you make bread from, man. So basically, it's gonna take like a day's wages to buy a loaf of bread, man. That's what's coming to America, which is already hit Canada. It started with Canada, then hit Venezuela, and then hit Brazil, man. You know.
Verse 7. And when he had opened the 4th seal, I heard the voice of the 4th beast say, come and see.
Come. Keep going. I'm gonna show who basically controlling. Right. That's the pale horse.
Right.
Yeah, come.
And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death.
Right. The pale horse represents the so-called white man, man. And they say his name was called Death, and who?
And hell followed with him.
And hell followed with him, which hell basically represents the grave, man. So death, man. Go ahead.
And power was given unto him over the 4th part of the earth to kill with sword.
To kill with the sword, his military might. Go ahead.
And with hunger.
With hunger. There you go. So he the one controlling this food crisis, man. You know, the elites, they've been gathering up like all the natural wheat and shit for like 10 years back. They was like cargo, like basically cargo railroad trains pull up, and they were just taking all the wheat. And they, you know, the elites were taking it back to their spots, man. So they good. They got shit stored up, man. But they controlling this whole crisis that's going on, man. You know, going back to hearing Kissinger quote, if you control the food, you control the people. You control the oil, you control nations, man. So that's why their main thing was after the oil, that's how they control the nations, man. If you want to control the people, you control the food supply, man. You know, go ahead.
All right, of the 4th part of the earth to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth.
With the beasts of the earth, man. They spread these different diseases through these beasts of the earth, man. You know, where you had the mad cow disease, you got the Ezekiel virus, which they were basically doing tests on mosquitoes, man. But this wasn't the first time they done it. It was like I think it was during World War II, man. And they wanted to basically pass hay fever, man. And they tested it on their own citizens though. They got like 500,000 mosquitoes and gave them hay fever and sent them to Georgia, man, and let them bite the people. There was a way they was gonna use that against. I think they were gonna use that against Russia, or they were gonna use that against Hitler and them during that World War II, man. But these major ways the fucking white man kill people with the beasts of the field, man. You know, with these different diseases he be creating, man. You know,
they also created. They got a place in New York, Plum Island, that they actually genetically creating animals and shit like that too. So you know, they're gonna use that in these times coming up ahead. All right. Verse 9. And when he had opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahweh and for the testimony which they held.
Come on, man. So this represents the men who done died in the truth, man. You know, they actually in the spirit world, man. They basically complaining to the Most High to go on get this thing popping out, man. Avenge their blood, man. You know. Keep going.
Okay. Verse 10. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?
Right, so this is what they saying in the spirit world, man. How long, O Lord, you not judge this so-called white man, you know, which is known as the Edomites in the Bible, man, for all the atrocities he done committed on the holy prophets, man. And go ahead.
Come. And white robes were given unto every one of them, and was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled.
Right, so some of the men of the Lord gonna die in this time, man. As some of the men have died already, has been slain by the so-called white man, man. So some of the elect gonna die in this time, man. You know.
Any closing precepts?
Go ahead.
Now this Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be time of trouble, since as never was since there was a nation, even at the same time, and the time thy people shall be delivered.
And that's why the brother was basically saying that once it hits America, man, it's going to be worse than any time that has actually ever been on the planet.
Thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book.
And that's the elect. Hey, I got a precept to link that up. 2nd Ezra 16:75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your God. And the God of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord power. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves.
Right, so this was somebody who like, well, y'all live in America, what's gonna happen to y'all? We live in America, what's gonna happen to us? If you part of the elect, man, you know, if the Lord have chosen you to make it, you gonna make it, man.
That's right.
You know, hey, going back to the scripture the brother read, at that time Michael gonna stand up, man. Who was Michael? He the archangel, man. He have a shot right hand man, man. You know what I'm saying? He like the strongest of the angels for his war, man. He the archangel. That's why I said Michael gonna stand up at this time, man. And everybody name who's written in the book of life gonna be delivered, man. You know? So for everybody out there who like, well, what's gonna happen if we in America? You part of the elect, man. The Lord got his holy angels. Hey, they gonna deliver the elect, man, from the four corners of the world, not just in America, man. Cause we got people in Venezuela, you know, all the indigenous people on basically in South and Central America, man. You know, y'all part of the 12 tribes of Israel too, man. So if you part of the elect out there, you got your faith in whom the world knows Jesus Christ, man, which his true name is Yahweh Shai, you know. Yeah, hey, the Lord gonna deliver his elect from the four corners of the earth, man. So not just in America, man, the four corners, man.
I got a quick one.
Psalms 91:1. He that dwelleth in a secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
In the secret place of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shaz is knowledge.
Verse 2, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in him will I trust.
And that's why Yahweh Bashim Al-Shaz is known as our rock. You know, also that strong tower where we run into, because basically when you're trying to escape persecution, you know. So it's going to be a tough time, but at the end of the day, man, we just have to keep the faith and endure. That's why we're supposed to use the scriptures as our comforter. And also, with that being said, it's okay to be afraid, because we're in this bodily flesh. But when we do get afraid, we're supposed to have that confidence that we will be okay utilizing the scriptures. All right, any other precepts?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, close it out, Double.
It's on Isaiah chapter 33, verse 5 and 6.
Okay.
The Lord is exalted, for he dwelleth on high.
Mm-hmm.
He hath filled Zion with judgment and righteousness.
Mm-hmm.
And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
And that's how the elect will know how to navigate in these hard times, man, because they're going to be stabilized utilizing the word.
And strength of salvation.
Mm-hmm.
The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Yeah, because that's true wisdom, man, when you fear Yahweh Shem Shai. And how do you show him that you love him? By keeping his commandments, man. You understand? All right, Zahar?
With that, we're going to draw this lesson to a closing. Hope you brothers are edified. Until the next lesson, Shalom.
Swear it, boy. Oh, fuck.
Hey, man.